Gideon is one of my favorite characters of the Bible. There is such a contrast between where he starts and where the whole story ends up. In the beginning, an angel of the Lord comes to him and says, "You are favored, you mighty warrior." Now, Gideon doesn't feel like any of this is true. He doesn't feel favored because they are under the thumbs of the Midianites. He definitely doesn't feel like a mighty warrior because at that very moment, he is hiding in a winepress, threshing his wheat so he can feed his family without somebody taking it from him. And yet that's what God declares about him and for him. And then step by step, God asks Gideon to make steps of faithfulness. And he does. He's nervous and sometimes downright fearful, but he does everything that God asks him to, believing, trusting in God. At the end, Gideon takes 300 men of Israel. He organizes them and they charge 100,000 Midianites and defeat them. It is shown that they are indeed favored. It is shown that Gideon is a mighty warrior. Now, right at this moment, you may look around at the circumstances and say, I don't feel favored. You may look at your own life and say, I just don't see what God sees in me, a mighty warrior for his kingdom. But that doesn't make it not true. It doesn't mean that God doesn't favor you. It doesn't mean that God doesn't have a good plan for your life. It just means you can't see how you're going to get from where you are to where God is going to take you. So the step for you and me is to trust God, to believe him step by step by step, and wait for him to reveal in his mighty way how he's going to make all those things that he says about us, that he says he'll do for us, come true. We must put our eyes on Jesus and not circumstances. And then daily, may you walk in the dust of the Master.